This is Edin and Christoffer's podcast about well-pressed photo. The first photo is a white man with no clothing on him, sitting in the lap of a woman in burqa. She is comforting him, and he takes the comfort. It's the perspective is very forward from a human, and the colors are black and white. What do you think, Edie?
I think it seems like he's desperate. He's maybe crying, as we can see, and she's comforting him. Maybe he's lost family in the war, or maybe his parents or something. I don't know, but as you said, the colors represents that, and she's comforting him. And that's
Yeah, it looked like he lost someone,
Yeah.
and he needs the comfort.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it from his own family because they aren't there, so he's getting it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
The next photo is child brides, and in the start I can see there's a lot of colors, and if she wasn't crying it would be a happy occasion. But I think she's forced into marrying that guy we can't see. So it's a very sad and she's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
What about you, Edin?
Yeah, I also think that she's forced into a marriage with someone she doesn't want to get married to. Maybe her family has said to her if she doesn't marry this guy, they won't talk to her. That's what happens to these women in the East. And as you said, the colors represents maybe happy occasions, but this is not a happy occasion, as she
No.
cries a lot.
Yeah,
She's forced to get married.
she really doesn't look like someone who wants that.
No.
Um,
And it's
the
not happy tears. It's not happy tears.
No. And the perspective is it could be from someone who is making her ready, like the hands in the picture.
Yeah.
From someone like her mother, who's trying to get her not to cry anymore because she wants her daughter to get married to a rich man, apparently.
Maybe the bridesmaid are
Yeah.
making her ready. I don't know.
Exactly. This picture is a man who's playing the drums at, I think, a war zone. The perspective is from bird. It's above, or it's from the cliffs that's behind him. Edin, what do you think?
I think he's trying to learn how to play drums, or maybe he has a dream of being a professional and he can't. He only can practice there. Maybe they have some rules about not playing in the war zone. So he hides himself and plays and trying to witness his talent. Maybe.
I also get that from the picture. I think it's like he's doing something that's wrong for all the other people who live in the country. Because I think like Afghanistan or somewhere else where there's a lot of war, the people who live there doesn't have any rights, or they do not have a lot of rights. So he's making that contrast, as he is able to do it behind the sandbags and the barriers, while those who are outside the barriers cannot do it, or do not have the privilege to do it. This picture is Tsunami, and there's a giant boat on top of a smaller house. Edin, what do you think is going on in this picture?
Yeah, it seems like a tsunami has hit them. Maybe the water was too high and the boat was floating and then ended up there. And you see from the people's perspective, and that they are frightened of the boat maybe hitting them or falling down and ruining all the buildings around, but it's already ruined, so
Yeah. But it's just like it's so weird to see a giant boat upon a house. It's like, how did it get there?
Yeah.
The colors, they are very anonymous. They express sadness and frightened. The people who's in the picture doesn't really know how to get that boat down. And the perspective is from human who looks upon the boat, look up and thinks, "What the f?"
And it's not something we're used to see in Denmark.
No,
Because we don't have tsunamis.
Yeah. The last picture is Danish and Iranian culture. It's a woman who looks into the camera in a very, very dark room or space. We can't really see it. Edin, what do you think is going on in this
It
picture?
seems like she's looking at us and maybe wondering how she can fit in. Maybe she can fit into the culture. She's maybe Muslim and are not used to see the things we're doing here. And
Yeah, she's like the difference of the rest of them, like
yeah,
in the colors, and she's different from everybody else.
Yeah.
We don't know how, but we know we can see it from the colors that she's not someone who wants to go follow the horde.
and you can see in her eyes maybe she's frightened. She looks a lot of frightened.
Yeah, it looked like she's really trying to get us to think that she needs help. I need help.
Yeah.
Well, that was the podcast from Edin and Christoffer of World Press Photo.